Is this kind of camera really necessary to start your cooking show, or can you get started with just your phone? We're going to take a behind the scenes look at recording a cooking show with both of these cameras at the same time and do a comparison of the final videos to see if you can tell which camera is which and whether or not it's worth it for you to spend the kind of money that this kind of camera costs. Here's the setup I typically use for recording a cooking show. But is all this really necessary just for you to get started? Before the camera you use even matters, the first thing you have to do is figure out how to turn your kitchen into a TV kitchen. And for most kitchens, that means adding a stainless steel table and a portable stove so that you can cook facing the camera. Because in 99.999% of houses, the stove is against the wall, so you can't actually cook and face the camera at the same time. And a simple solution to that is a stainless steel table and a portable stove. No matter what size your kitchen is, you can get a stainless steel table that's going to fit. They have the kind that you can get ones that fold up, so you put it away. You use it for your recording day and then you put it away. There are other kind that you put on wheels. I mean, they come with wheels and you can just roll it out of the way if you want. It really, there's a solution. There's a stainless steel table solution for whatever kitchen that you have. And that's the simplest way to turn any kitchen into a TV kitchen. This is Jessica, and we're using her kitchen to do this camera comparison. I'm going to show you some clips from a day where we recorded 3 cooking show episodes where I used my iPhone 15 to record right alongside my main camera, the Fujifilm X-H2S. What I'm going to do is play you 3 clips from my Fuji and 3 clips from my phone, but I'm going to mix them up and you have to see if you can tell which one is the phone and which one is the Fuji.
Okay, then I'm going to make a coconut cream sauce. Now, we're going to get a little jazzy in here because that's what we do over here. We get jazzy. We're going to check on this pasta because we need to also account for, we're not going to overcook it because it also is it's going to cook just for a little bit more in the pot. So in this pot outside of this one. So let's see where we at. So I let it sit overnight just to the side of the stove. And this is what it looked like. This is what it looked like. This morning, this is what it looked like. So we're almost good. I don't want to mess with it. I keep saying that, so I'm definitely not going to do that. And I think we're good over here with this. It smells so, I wish you were here to smell it, man. We have to have some cinnamon in there. But that's what it's giving me vibes of. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to turn it down just a little smidge, and I smell that coconut coming through. Whew, honey. So we're going to have coconut with coconut. I'm ready for it. All right. So let me leave this here. Just turn it down just a little bit. And I'm not going to cover it up because I don't want it to like lose all of that moisture.
Can you tell which one is which? And are you 100% sure that you're right? Because I'm not going to tell you which one is which. And that's the whole point. If it's not immediately obvious to you with 100% certainty which one is which, then does it really make sense for you to spend thousands of dollars right out the gate on a dedicated camera just to get your cooking show started? Now, don't get me wrong. This type of camera has lots of benefits, and it will make sense for you to invest in one as your show grows and starts making you money. But based on the comparisons you just saw, do you need to buy a camera like this just to get started? One piece of equipment you need to purchase no matter what type of camera you use is a wireless microphone. In this next clip, which is a clip from my phone, I'm going to alternate between using the microphone that's built into the phone and the wireless microphone that you see Jessica wearing. Your ears are going to tell you which one is which, and the difference is going to be pretty obvious.
I'm going to move it around. You hear that sizzle? Oh, we are here we came to party. Oh, gosh. Wow. So let's move a little faster. And I'm going to add some comedian mushroom. This is just one mushroom, sometimes called Bella. I know it as Bella. Now, all of a sudden, name changes. Things have gone through a fancy transformation. So now they're being called cremini. But it's baby Bella's, the same exact thing. I'm just going to move this around just a little bit because I don't want the broccolini to burn. And then, so here's the big thing here. This is called kombu. I'm going to put this in here as well. Now, the kombu was a major part in the broth that I made.
The next thing you should invest in if you don't already have it is a proper video light. I'll put a link in the description box to the video light that I recommend as well as the wireless microphone that I recommend. And the third and final thing that I'm going to recommend that you buy are a couple of books on food styling. These books are going to show you some tips and tricks for how to present your food, how to plate your food and present it and photograph it so that you showcase it most beautifully. You want to make some images that really pop, and there's a skill to that. There's a science to that. And these food styling books will teach you how to do that, as well as provide a lot more information than you would think about the behind the scenes of what a professional cooking show looks like and what it takes to deliver that. So these two books, I'm going to also put those links to those in the description box. And that's it. Those are the recommendations that I have for things that you need to purchase at the beginning to get your cooking show started, or at least start planning for it. I hope you found this to be helpful. If you would like more help with your cooking show, use the link in the description box to visit my website. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.